role in that regard. And, the thing I've always appreciated about Liz, and the thing a lot of us who spend time in that, we love the House of Representatives.
Liz Cheney voted 93% of the time with Donald Trump. This is almost as if Hakeem Jeffries was sitting next to Donald Trump and saying, hey, we have a lot of agreement, and we sure do love our institutions, and we love the House of Representatives. And what are Democrats doing? Again, even Democrats in media, Democratic-leaning writers, the Pod Save Bros, David Brooks, Jen Psaki, a lot of people are like, yeah, the Liz Cheney thing, I don't think so. Yeah, but, maybe Bernie had a point. So even other people who you wouldn't expect to learn the lessons, learned a lesson. And here's Hakeem Jeffries, as if the election didn't happen, doing an event with Liz Cheney. She was part of the fucking problem. I thought she was, it's a guarantee. If you go with her, you'll pick up 2 suburban voters for every 1 working class voter you lose. That didn't happen. In 2020, Trump won 94% of the Republican vote. In 2024, Trump won 94% of the Republican vote. She didn't gain a single fucking voter. Nothing. Look, you are undermining your worldview. If you say, Trump is bad and unacceptable and wrong, but I will take 93% Trump, you are undermining your worldview. Because Liz Cheney, down the line, she is a warmonger. She is pro-torture. She did celebrate when Roe versus Wade got overturned. She did support Trump in fucking, I believe it was 2020. It was only after the January 6th thing that she had a change of heart. But I'm not only against Trump for January 6th, I'm against Trump for January 6th and all of his policies. This is the part that these people can't seem to get their head around. They can't seem to get their head around it. That the problem with Trump is not just his Trumpiness. The problem with Trump is not just that he's unfiltered and he does mean tweets. The problem with Trump is that he supports tax cuts for the rich and corporations. He supports deregulation. He lost 200,000 manufacturing jobs. He lost 3 million jobs under his reign. 3 million people lost their health insurance. He appointed more Wall Street CEOs and billionaires in his administration than anybody in history. He destroyed the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. He destroyed the NLRB. He stiffed 8 million workers of overtime pay. You have to be against Trump for those things too. Not just, I'm against Trump because he's Trump, but I'll take 93% Trump and hold her hand and sing Kumbaya. Because people go, well, what the fuck do you stand for then? If in the era of hatred of institutions, your whole thing is, I love the institutions, why the fuck would you expect to win anything from now until the end of time? The era is, I hate institutions. That's what dominates this era. Whether or not they want to acknowledge that is a separate question. The reality is, this is the fuck institutions era, and he's out there like, institutions! Are they ever going to fucking learn? Is Hakeem Jeffries ever going to fucking learn? And this guy's supposed to lead the fucking resistance? This is him capitulating to the resistance. Trump's bad and unacceptable, but I'm with 93% Trump. That's who I'm with. I'm not with 100% Trump. I'm not with 93% Trump. I'm not with fucking 50% Trump. That's a guy by the name of Joe Manchin. Fuck him too. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on. So, wake up. Get with the times. I got one more for you. Here we go.
Came across something that Churchill said, and I would suggest to all of us at this moment, something for us to lean into as well. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. All that matters is the courage to continue.
That's not a Churchill quote. It's a fake Churchill quote that was used by Ron DeSantis.
Important for us to have the courage at this moment to continue. I've put it a different way. A knockdown is different from a knockout. That's the Hakeem Jeffries remix, y'all.
So how are you going to continue? That's the question. What are you going to change? How are you going to move forward? Are you going to call out the actual villains? Trump wants to make the villains immigrants and trans people and Democratic elites. Are you going to counter that narrative by saying the problem is the billionaires and the corporations and the big money donors? Is that what you're going to do? Are you going to move forward and live to fight another day by vociferously arguing for a higher minimum wage and universal health care? How are you going to move forward? Are you just going to move forward by holding hands with Liz Cheney again and talking about our norms and the decorum and the institutions? They are so out of touch, man. They are so out of touch. Virtually every elected Republican knows about online right-wing media, and they respect it, and they listen. Hey, what are they talking about? What do they feel? How should we represent them? This guy's probably never heard of literally anybody in this space on the left or on the liberal side or the Democratic side. And so here he is after the election, where many people are correctly saying, hey, maybe the Liz Cheney thing was one of the major problems with Kamala's strategy. Here he is holding hands with Liz Cheney, singing Kumbaya, talking about the institutions, even though the overwhelming takeaway from this election is a rebuke of the institutions. So if you don't want to fight the institutions in a better way, in a left-wing way, in a correct way, then get the fuck out of the way. We're not interested in your leadership, because this is you showing literally none of it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.